It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is for season 8 and part 3 of the reunion. Thank God it is over, honey. I couldn't take the gaslighting, honey, that Gizelle was serving to Candiace. Even Andy, I felt like he was gaslighting Candiace. We gonna get to it. It looked like Robyn has came out and admitted that she's been fired. I'm happy that Robyn came out and admitted that, but what I didn't like is the things she was saying about Candiace. Oh, I'm not gonna come out and say I'm taking a break. That's your problem, Robyn. You are always worried about other people and what they are saying. Robyn was trying to allude to the fact that Candiace was fired as well. Do y'all believe that? Put it in the comments. I don't believe that. I don't honestly really even care. I am just happy that Candiace is no longer in that toxic work environment. A lot of people keep saying, oh, well, Candiace, she gonna miss the money. And I don't think they was getting paid all like that. I just really don't. I think it's a nice check, a nice 6-figure check, right? But you can't put a price on your peace. You really can't put a price on your peace. Candiace is pregnant. I'm happy she will go through her pregnancy without being on this show. What more can I say? I just feel like the Real Housewives of Potomac is very toxic. I feel like right along with Robyn, Gizelle should have been fired. I feel like Gizelle caused a lot of divide amongst the group, probably even more than Robyn. I actually think that Robyn would be okay without Gizelle. I think the audience would take to her more. I think that they would find her to be likable. I heard this clip of Robyn saying, I think her and Gizelle was shooting their show, Reasonably Shady. And she got to talking about how, her and Gizelle really hit it off because they were in a room together and they were sitting up judging and talking about everybody. And it's just like for y'all friendship to be based on you all coming together and, being nasty towards other people. Y'all came together to antagonize and gaslight other people, and you have brought that bad energy to this show. It's like, yeah, y'all need to be separated. Gizelle is so sad. Yeah, because you don't have a flunky anymore. And now you will have to step up and stop being mediocre and stop relying on your puppet and trying to live vicariously through her and other girls on the show. So I am so happy that, that duo is being broken up. I'm happy. I would be even happier if they would replace Gizelle. Because like I said, I think she is more to blame as far as causing a divide with the group. And I was watching, I believe, season 6 of Real Housewives of Potomac. I was like rewatching it, and it just really hit me that Gizelle really does not like Wendy. I don't think it's just because she's a dark-skinned woman. I don't think that's what it is. I think that Gizelle finds Wendy too combative. She even said it. She feels like, and I'll say this, and I do like you, Wendy, but Wendy has a way of like speaking down to people. And specifically, I did see her speaking down to Gizelle. But what I will say, it wasn't without reason, though, that season. That was the season that Gizelle came for Eddie. And I think Wendy had heard about how Gizelle was with the, with the other husbands, right, in the group. Chris Samuels, Karen Huger's husband, Ray, and et cetera, et cetera. And then once Gizelle got to her husband, it was like, yeah, mama said knock you out. I think that's where the aggression came from with Wendy. But yeah, I caught Gizelle saying, yeah, she's too aggressive. I think that in Gizelle's mind, Wendy just gets too worked up. And a lot of people will always say, oh, well, Gizelle, she's good for the show. She understands the show. She doesn't let anything get to her. There's a flaw with that. And the flaw with that is, of course, you're not going to get so upset on the show, because it's you are the one that's terrorizing your castmates and their husbands and coming up with lies on these people's husbands. So of course you're able to walk away like Michael Jackson and be a smooth criminal. And do you see what I'm saying? Like, of course you don't have a problem with clocking in and clocking out of work because you didn't cause damage. You feel like you did your job. So of course you don't have no remorse. Of course you are unbothered. Okay, I feel like Gizelle is praised for the very things that she should be scrutinized for. She should be scrutinized for being so unbothered, for being so careless about other people's feelings. I told y'all, this whole reunion, it was not a good look for Gizelle. She looked nasty. She looked malicious. She looked like a bitch. Before, she was playing dumb and acting like Portia. Who said that? She was doing all of that. When was they dressed in all blue? I think that was for the, was that season 6? I'm thinking. But yeah, so This show, you guys, it's a train wreck. I feel like Mia is going to carry it. Let's get to the review. So we picked up where we left off. Gordon reveals he is bipolar. He says there's a difference between being bipolar and bipolar 1. I think that he has bipolar 1. He says the difference is the degree of manic. Y'all know I work in the mental health field. I do, and have worked with clients in the past that suffer from bipolar, schizophrenia, anxiety, depression. All of this stuff falls in line, with mental health. So y'all know I'm very familiar with bipolar. Mia begins crying. I admired Gordon's honesty and his vulnerability. I admired the united front that him and Mia put on, to come to this reunion. Robin, girl, if you had any sense, okay, because Mia is leaving her husband, honey, but she still is able to, put on a united front and come on this reunion and spill the tea, and that's why Mia is being rewarded. Some people may feel like Mia is being rewarded for bad behavior. I do kind of see some of that, but Mia and Gordon is good for the show. They are, because they're very transparent. They are a train wreck, and they're interesting. It's like you never know what you're gonna get. Look, Forrest Gump, honey, lacks like a box of chocolates. Okay, but yeah, that's what Mia is. You don't know which chocolate, honey, you go get. Gordon said he was diagnosed 2.5 years ago. Gordon says he got more manic over the years as he gained more control, more power, and more money. And when he said that, like I said, I admired everything he was saying because it just sounded so true and transparent. We don't really see a lot of black men being honest about their mental health issues. I know I dated some guys in the past, and they didn't want to talk about their mental health. They would admit to being depressed, but it's just go and get some fucking help. And nobody is going to sit up and feel sorry for somebody that's not helping themselves. So I really admired Gordon's courage. I like that he was open to talking, to Andy and the viewers about this on this show. I'm like, I wish more of you black men, honey, more of you niggas would come out and say I'm fucked up. I'm a Chucky doll. I be out here terrorizing other people's lives because I am so miserable and unhappy with mine. Okay, I just really wish, all you niggas would line up it's the, what do they call it? The Black Man March. What the hell do they call it? Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But like I said, I do feel like a lot of men, as they get more power, they get more abusive and more disrespectful. We see everything that's going on with Diddy, how his house got raided, how he treated people over the years. We see all of that, right? Gordon says Mia can see him getting manic. Mania is something that builds. I was like, all of that is true. I just really like, you guys, how he was educating the audience, about, him being bipolar, right? Because it's not the easiest thing to come out and talk about. A lot of people feel like mental health issues are taboo. They don't want to go there, especially a black man. And I admired, his courage so much. I was like, go ahead, Gordon. That explains a lot of his behavior on the show, because I was like, damn, it looked like he got different personalities. He's real laid back one minute, and then he all, another way, and then, but hell, in my opinion, I don't think he's the only person in that marriage with mental health issues. I feel like Mia has mental health issues. Did y'all catch at the end when Candiace called Mia be lying, and Mia was like, Candiace be crying? I thought that was funny. And actually, Carlos King came out with that, and everybody else followed suit. But Mia, you do be lying. You have a pathological disorder, and I really felt like it was like everything was on Gordon, and I would love for us to explore Mia's mental health, because her mental health, you guys, it can't be that healthy with some of the decisions she has been making, because even with the situation with Ink, you're still married. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, everybody got needs, but you're still married. You've been married to this man for a substantial amount of time. Same thing with Portia. Y'all need to take some time for yourselves. Heal yourself. Ain't no nigga, ain't no new piece of peen go heal you. It's not going to help you to confront your demons. You will keep creating the same chaos that you have created in the past. So, that's how I feel about that. Gordon mentioned that he was quite manic when he reached out to the husbands. He said he exaggerated a lot of things because he was frustrated and angry. Gordon denies locking Mia in a room. He says he does remember taking her cell phone. Gordon says Mia was having an affair during the marriage, but not the duration of it. Gordon says Mia didn't leave him just to replace him with another man. She just, she got sick and tired of dealing with him. I'm glad he understands all of that, because that's not what he was saying at the end of that last episode. I personally don't think that Mia is just leaving Gordon because of his bipolar issues. He can't sexually perform anymore. What is Mia in her late 30s, right? Early 40s. I'm going to say this. I am 38 years old. And, they say the older a woman gets, the more her sex drive, it increases. And so if you're with this older man, he can't satisfy you. It's just like sex, is such a big part of a marriage. It's such a big part of a relationship. So I do feel like him not being able to satisfy her sexually, it is a big deal. I'm sure she's not with him just to have sex, but I'm saying that's a big part of why, in my opinion, this marriage is over. Yes, he has bipolar issues. He's controlling, etc., etc. But I do feel like, Mia needs to be satisfied, as do a lot of women, especially black women. Because I feel like as black women, we always get told, well, you so strong and you don't need nothing. I was literally told, I will never forget it. I was literally told, girl, you got that baby, you don't need nothing else in this world. That is bad advice. Do not tell somebody all they need is their damn child. No, we're not here just to be somebody's mother. We're not here just to be somebody's wife. We all have hopes, dreams, aspirations. We are here to have some great sex. Like all this struggle sex and child, I don't want no parts. Okay? Fuck me like it's your last day being alive. Okay? I'm serious, honey. And yes, honey, the girls, honey, we be trying to hold something, okay? And Mia is trying to hold something that she can hold, okay? She wants something that she can feel, honey, okay? What did Invoke say? Okay, he giving me something that I can feel, and that's what we need. And we don't need to be apologetic about that. Gordon says if he would have gotten help sooner with his bipolar issues, Mia would still be with him. I disagree with that. Gordon says Mia left, because she couldn't take it anymore. Gordon checked himself into the hospital. Mia visited him there, brought him a change of clothes. Gizelle says she's worried about Gordon. Who's going to take care of Gordon? And I'm like, Gizelle, you need to be worried about your damn job. And your ass should have been fired right along with Robin. And honey, I got that in the notes, honey. I'm serious. This lady has really destroyed this franchise, and they have the audacity to be bringing her ass back. And I saw her throughout the reunion, trying to make comments, trying to act like she cares about her fellow castmates. She don't give a damn about nobody but her and her daughters. Okay, y'all saw what Gizelle did on the last episode of the reunion. She weaponized her daughters. My daughters, they threatened my daughters and all this shit. Girl, shut up, shit. Same way you don't care about these people's husbands and their kids, they don't give a damn about you and yours. Mia says she's going to always take care of Gordon. Andy told Gordon he respects his bravery and Gordon's co-parenting relationship with Mia. Gordon is cordial with Mia's new boyfriend. Gordon is back on good terms with his family. They kicked him out of the business as CEO because of his manic behavior. See, right there, I told y'all, that's why Mia wasn't on Gordon's side when he was going against his siblings. I thought that was interesting, and I knew it was more to the story. So it was his bipolar that got in the way of everything. Like I said, they kicked him out of the business because of his manic behavior. They only kicked him out as a CEO. There are no more lawsuits from his family to him or none from him to his family. So that's good. Gordon says he still is part owner. He never lost his shares of the family business. NECA, she was also fired from Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm saying good because you didn't bring nothing anyways. I think NECA was trying to come for Wendy and it fell flat and it actually backfired on her. Somebody was in her head. To me, it looked like it could have been Gizelle and Robin. Hey, you're a brown-skinned girl. We'll have you come at Wendy. We'll try to get away from the colorism aspect of the show. That way, that way they can't blame us for colorism. Like, all of it looked like one big setup that, it just didn't land. It just didn't give what it was supposed to give. But NECA was definitely, in my opinion, trying to get in with the Green Eye Bandits. It looked like she was trying to be cool with Candiace, too. But to me, she wanted to be more accepted by Gizelle and Robin. I'm going to tell you this, though. Whoever else comes on this show, they need to stop trying to kiss Gizelle's ass. That's Gizelle's power right there. People trying to kiss her ass and get in good with her. If y'all would ignore this bitch, treat her ass like she ain't there, she would lose a lot of her power. But, and did y'all recently see Monique Samuels? She came out talking about Gizelle, and what Monique was saying was true. Yes, Gizelle is Bravo's puppet, right, on Real Housewives of Potomac. She does all their dirty work, right? But Monique, we can't negate the fact that you are yet and another one, okay, DJ Khaled, you are another woman on this show that wanted Gizelle's validation, like you wanted her approval. So much so that you fought Candiace, and it was Gizelle that was dragging your ass in the confessionals. You even said at the reunion, it was Gizelle that pushed me. I thought it was Candiace, which I thought was some BS. You wanted to fight Candiace because you knew you could win. Okay? And Monique never fought Gizelle because Gizelle is smart enough not to give Monique that energy. That's what that is. I'm not even going to make it into a argument with you. I may say stuff here and there, but I'm not going to physically fight you and engage with you. I'm not going to do that. NECA says she's on an IVF journey. Candiace has been very helpful and resourceful towards her with helping her with that. NECA lives in North Potomac. Karen is in Central Potomac. Did y'all notice that Karen really didn't have much to say on this part of the reunion? She can go in a sense. Like, and don't get me wrong, like Karen does serve a purpose. She is kind of, I don't want to call her the Nene Leakes because she ain't that good. Like, she's not memorable like that, right? To me, Karen can rally the girls. I think some of the girls do look to her as like being a mature mother figure. So she does serve that, but what else was she really giving? She gonna have something to give next season because of that car accident situation and her allegedly driving drunk. But, you know, like, a lot of these girls, you guys could go. I think they need to do a recast. NECA says she grew up in Wisconsin. I was just like, I don't care. Why? Like, why? Why are we even talking about this? They talk about the shrine. Production was unaware of a shrine call prior to filming. Originally, NECA was going to come on the show through Wendy. And Wendy said, I don't know that heifer. Okay? They had mutual friends. NECA said that she had met Wendy before. Andy says, well, that's enough for us. We'll take that. We'll take anything we could get, honey. Lebe is NECA's husband cousin, and I think that's who Wendy knows. Ashley brought up Wendy being Osu. Ashley says it's culturally sensitive. NECA says no one there is competent enough to speak on it. It's taboo. NECA apologized for calling Wendy's mom a witch. Wendy doesn't need anything from NECA. NECA says Wendy tried to ice her out of the group. She can't ice you out of the group. Okay? She just didn't want to fool with you. We get to Kierna, Kay. She had the best confessional outfit. Yeah, it was pretty. She came into the group through Wendy. They have a mutual friend. She got close to everybody. She likes Candiace, and I was rolling my eyes when she was like, yeah, I love me some Gizelle. I love me some Rhop. I was like, ugh, I like them heifers. Wendy didn't want to share a room with Kierna. Now, this is how much of a troublemaker Gizelle and Robin is. They're both troublemakers. They're over there going back and forth. Because Wendy said, well, why would I want to share a room with Kay when, you know, we had the option to have our own room? And, you know, Gizelle and Robin, you can hear them over there whispering, that didn't happen, not at that time, we didn't know. Who cares? Shit. Okay, and y'all, I saw Robin on that, not on this part, but that last part, she was trying to kiss up to Andy. I'm like, bitch, it's too late, that ass is fired, okay? Should have been fired, your ass. Should have been fired. Gizelle, take her ass with you, shit. Candiace said Gizelle checking on Kierna was about making Candiace and Wendy look like bad friends. I agree. That's what it was giving. It was giving Wendy brought her to the show, but I want her to be over here with me, Ashley, and Robin. Gizelle, she denied that. We get to Wendy's segment. She's a professor, talk show host. She has her home essential line. She says she still is packing up candle orders. She's about to stop teaching this last semester to spend more time with her kids. They get on Wendy calling Mia slow. Mia says Wendy needs to be mindful of what she says. She called NECA a crackhead, but apologized to NECA for that. Mia says Wendy called her a pathological liar. Mia, you are a liar, okay? And everybody got quiet and started looking at me. I was cracking up. Ashley. We get to her segment. She needs to go. Does not bring anything. This bitch is not getting a divorce from Michael. Did y'all hear that part where she slipped up? And Andy caught that shit. Did y'all pay attention? But Andy, I need you to catch it enough to the point where this bitch is fired. Because if Robin fired, Ashley should have been fired. Okay? And I actually like Robin more than Ashley. Ashley gets so much shit started. Okay? Did y'all catch her when she says she massages Michael's feet every night? Then she tried to hurry up and change it to massage. And I'm like, you are a damn fool. Y'all are a fool. Robin over there sucking dick and swallowing the cum. And I'm not swallowing shit. You been cheating on me, nigga. I'm getting me a side nigga. What's up? And I'm gonna leave you alone. What's up? That's what we do. We're not, y'all over here acting like slaves. You're being treated the worst. You're getting the least out of these marriages, but you're doing the most. You swallowing cum. I would never do that, because half these niggas' diets is not on point. Like, ugh, child, hell no. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Andy gets on Ashley. Will you ever finalize your divorce? Ashley admitted Michael is a narcissist. She is codependent. She says she's dating, but he doesn't want to get married or have children. And he see that you ain't about shit. So say that part too, Ashley. So she said her and that guy will only be friends. Ashley wants to be married. You need to get the hell away from Michael if that's ever going to happen, bitch. And Ashley, like, acts so delusional, like she's not getting a check from this show. You have enough money. Like, Ashley is scared of going to the poorhouse. She's scared of going back to that life. That's why she clings and holds on to Michael, honey, for dear life. Okay? Somebody send that heifer a life jacket because she gonna need it. Andy asks, is Michael dating? I'm like, shit, Michael was dating in the damn marriage. Who gives a damn if he dating now? He could date anybody now. He was dating all throughout the marriage because he never took Ashley's ass serious. He knew what she was there for, and that was just an exchange. He took a trip on Valentine's Day. With who? Shit. Like, child, don't nobody care about who Michael is dating. Ashley is still using a shared credit card with Michael for the kids to get Uber Eats. I'm like, who cares? Ashley got new boobs via Michael. Like, girl, go pay for your own shit. Stop relying on this man. Period. Well, I'm more ready now. And I'm like, oh my God. Ashley, either shit or get off the pot. But yeah, her ass should have been fired. Okay? She brings nothing, you guys. Nothing. She worse than Robin to me. Ashley says she wants a sizable amount from her divorce. She doesn't know if Michael will support her after the divorce. Why are you still asking for this freaking man to support you? You got the children. Be happy with the child support. Make the shit work. Do what other women do, which is dump these raggedy-ass men that ain't no good and take care of your own damn children. Like, girl, stop, like, relying on Michael. Was that getting on y'all nerves, too? I'm like, what is the freaking point of a divorce and you still trying to rely on the man? Like, girl, get out of here. Viewer asks, was Ashley with Michael for his money? Because she is staying for it. And I say, absolutely. Absolutely. Ashley said she was working when she met Michael. Michael whisked her up off her feet. She became dependent on him. He wanted to travel the world. And he basically, I guess, told her to quit her job. And like a dum-dum, she did to travel and follow him around. You don't never give a man all your power. When you do that, you will get cheated on. Yes, that man may be buying you stuff, and he may have a substantial amount of money. But you're going to get cheated on. You're going to get used, and you're going to get dogged, and you're going to get put on the bench. So you should have had you some side niggas. And I don't think he would have did all that cheating. They do the cheating because they are depending on you to be faithful. Like a dum-diddy-dum-dum. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? We talked about her massaging his feet and lying about that. Let's get to GNA. The athletic streetwear. That's what NECA called it. Nobody really liked the line. They talked about the fight. Kiarna said she wanted to de-escalate the situation. She didn't know Deborah. The incident was on TMZ. Kiarna threw punches because Deborah threw a drink. And Kiarna felt like she was defending herself. She got hit in the head with a glass to her face, and it was split open. Yeah, I would have had to fuck Deborah up after that. She think her face looked bad now. You would have really came out looking like a damn Sesame Street character. And I would have been upset just because the bitch ugly and wasting my time. And honey, Miss Robinson could be fighting a bitch that looked like Halle Berry instead of Halle Berry. Okay? So I would have been all mad all over with Deborah. Like, if you don't get this goddamn zoo animal out my damn face, who allowing this bitch to walk around without her leash? Okay? Somebody go get her leash. Okay? Shit. Candiace says she called Deborah the Help and Vermin and Oscar the Grouch, all of which I meant. Did y'all catch that part? I was laughing. That damn Candiace is so shady. She said all of that to Deborah after Deborah stepped to her. I'm here to tell y'all this. I don't know what show y'all was watching, but this is what happened. Deborah came to fight Candiace. That is it. That is all. They was killing me with the semantics of it. Ashley put Deborah up, okay, to come and attack Candiace. They made sure those cameras was down, okay, when that happened, but they picked those cameras right back up. I could tell by how aggressive she was being with Candiace. She was there to fight. That's it, and that's all. I do not like how Gizelle's tacky ass sat up there and tried to blame Wendy, Candiace, and Kay for the situation. No, and bitch, she wasn't even there. I was just like, ooh, child. And did y'all hear Candiace? Candiace came out and said that Bravo told her to tone it down for the reunion. That's why Candiace wasn't really in her bag at this reunion. I wouldn't have been crying though, Candiace. I wouldn't have Like, you're gonna have to learn that, Candiace. And this is the problem, you guys, with Candiace. I'm gonna explain it to you all. This is the problem. Candiace does a whole bunch of shit that does not go together. And it does not matter how smart you are, how pretty you are, how talented you are. As a human being, you can't operate in that way. Like, all that crying and then talking all that shit, it does not go. Don't stop giving these bitches your tears. Cry about the shit that really matters. Cry if something happens to Chris, your mom, your sister, Wendy, like the people you care about. Stop crying and feeling things for people like Gizelle. Then she got to saying she mourned her friendship with Robin. I wouldn't be mourning shit with Robin. Robin sees you as disposable. Robin is over there getting dogged by Juan, allowing him to walk all over her. She don't give a damn about you. Robin is the type of woman I tell y'all about all the time. She only cares about the man in her life. She will fight a woman in a minute, dispose of a woman in a minute. Gizelle is the same damn way. We saw that when she went back to Jamal Bryant. Why would you go back to a nigga that did all that cheating on you and having babies on you? Low self-esteem. Why would you do that? You're a beautiful woman. Mia says Deborah was on a rampage. I believe it. Mia called her a 4, but then I guess she denied it and said, oh, well, you know, I'm a 10. I'm with Candiace. I'm going to say this. And I'm here to tell y'all a little bit about life. Yes, you can de-escalate certain things. Yes, you can. But this is the thing. Deborah wanted Candiace. There's a period at the end of that. Deborah wanted Candiace. She wanted to fight Candiace because she wouldn't have came that hard. And for Ashley to say, oh, well, she just wanted to have a conversation. No, she was being hella aggressive with Candiace. Okay? And this is a housewives show. This is about shade. This is about talking shit. That's what you are supposed to do on this show. Candiace say what she say. Deborah say what she say. That's it. You don't put your hands on people. Period. You can't do it. It don't matter what they say. You can't get in front of the judge and explain it. Okay? But I also will say this. When you do talk shit, make sure you can back it up. Make sure you can fight. You can do something. You can run. You can make sure you do something. Make sure you know how to do karate, kareza. You know how to do something. But I stand by what I said. You cannot go around hitting people because they cuss you the F out. You can't do that. You cannot do that. One does not trump the other. You cannot, I'm sorry, I take that back. Fighting does trump words. It does. With fighting, you can go to jail. With fighting, there's more consequences. If I run to the police station right now and say, such and such cuss me out, they're going to be looking at me like I'm crazy and like, well, bitch, what you want us to do? But if I say, such and such split my head open, then they're going to be like, what's the person's name? Where do they live? Where did the incident happen? Do you see how the police and the law, how they work? The judge. You can get locked up for fighting. So all of this, like, I didn't like how Andy, I felt like he was gaslighting Candiace with your mouth and everybody trying to blame Candiace for her mouth. Y'all mad at her mouth because you can't fucking match her mouth. But what I wish didn't exist with her mouth is all that crying. I get her being sensitive, you guys. I'm not at all trying to come at her for that. I don't mind Candiace crying because it lets me know she's a human being. And she doesn't like to see people in pain and feeling sad. That part about it, you know, like, I like it. You know, it makes her human. It softens her. I do like some of it. But I don't like it when she does that crying shit at certain times. Because I'm like, I honestly would not care that much to form tears. I do not give a fuck about anybody that does not care about me. I can tell you that about me. Miss Brand New 715 and Miss Brand to the motherfucking D, honey. Yes. So Mia tells Candiace, be mindful of what you say. You have more to lose. What do y'all think about that? Because I think Mia was trying to tell Candiace, well, you can de-escalate stuff, but Candiace, that's not who she is. It's not who she is, and that does not give Deborah the right to try to fight her. If you want to have a conversation with her, but my thing is this, we have to stop trying to have a conversation with people that don't fucking like us. Because I feel like when you do that type of stuff, you're trying to start shit. And that's what Deborah was trying to do. She was trying to get something started. And Ashley, you started everything. And nobody blamed all of this on Ashley. Gizelle tried to do the bait and switch and tried to blame Wendy and Candiace for everything. So Wendy asked Gizelle, what did I do? Gizelle took back Wendy being involved in the fight because they had to get on her ass. Like, girl, you wasn't even there and Wendy didn't do anything. Giselle gets to saying, oh, I'm trying to start a business and it ends up being a brawl and that's disturbing. Giselle, shut up. Giselle is one of those people where she is violent. No, she doesn't throw hands, but she throws instigation. She lies. She tries to get people in trouble. That way she can be the victim and get more of what she wants for this show. She knows that she's favored. Do you see what I'm saying? So she weaponizes certain situations to make other people look bad. Because once again, I'm going to blame Candiace. It was her mouth. It was her mouth. She was so wrong. Candiace was minding her own business, drinking, eating shrimp, having a good time. Deborah came up to her. You need to blame Deborah. I cannot freaking stand, and I recently had to cuss some brother tuckers out because they wanted to blame me for some shit when it was somebody else coming at me. Like, I mind my business, you know? And there ain't no problems until you start, trying to come at me. And then and only then, will I say anything. But other than that, I mind my business. One thing about me, I don't do shit I don't want to do. I don't fuck with people I don't fuck with. If I don't like you, I don't talk to you. So, like in my mind with this whole Deborah thing, she didn't have to say that to Candiace. Candiace does not like you. She does not see it for you. You lied on her husband. Candiace has every right not to like that girl and to call her names, period. It is what it is. I think Deborah has low self-esteem. She knows she's funny looking. And a hit dog will holler, and I mean that literally. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, for Andy to try to turn that shit around and, well, your mouth, and maybe if you wouldn't have said it, and no, this bitch shouldn't have popped up. Okay? Candiace says she picked up the bottle to defend herself, not expecting anybody to fight for her. I felt her when she said that. She was crying. Candiace's words played a part in Deborah trying to attack her. I disagree with that. Ashley denied inviting Deborah around to stir things up. Kiarna called Ashley out. I loved it. She says she is the queen of aftermath apologies. Kiarna thanks Karen for calling her family and for riding with her in the ambulance and really having her back after the fight. They crowned Andy king of Potomac. They have a slice of pie, child, and that was the end of the Potomac reunion, honey. And that's all Miss Robinson got to say about all of this. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.